Today is the first day of Camp NaNoWriMo, April, and if you've been following me, you know that I don't have my manuscript with me. It's with my editor for manuscript critique, and I'll get it by end of Monday, that's 5th of April. I won't be working on the manuscript at least not until then. My goal for Camp NaNoWriMo is to put in around 30 minutes per day for this whole month. So what I'm planning to do today is to work on my elevator pitch, my synopsis, my summary, book blurb. They all have more or less the same text, but just the number of words are different and few elements are there in some of these and not in the others. Earlier this year, I think in early January, I was lucky enough to be able to take a workshop by an author who was offering her critique on elevator pitch for your story, and she had like a one-on-one session with everyone who was there, and I think there were about 10 or 12 people or maybe less. I don't remember quite how many there were, but she gave dedicated one-on-one time to everyone, talking about listening to the elevator pitch and then giving them feedback about what was working, what was not working, and how we could improve upon that. It was not just helpful getting the critique for our own elevator pitch, but also what she had to say for the others. That was also very, very valuable, and I really appreciate workshops like this because you don't just learn from what you have written, but also what others are doing, what kind of potential mistakes you can make if you were also writing something similar. And that's why I really value these kind of workshops. So I have my notes from that workshop. I have them right here, and I'll go through this, read through it, try and refresh my mind, and then tweak my elevator pitch. I have already been using my elevator pitch, especially when I'm posting about my work in progress on social media. I already use that, and I'll put up one of the posts where I've used it and what it looks like right now. If you are working on your elevator pitch, one of the things that you can really work on is having certain elements from your story included in your elevator pitch. And one of the feedback that I got, and that a lot of the people who were there in that workshop got similar feedback, was to tie in the most important emotion that is there in your story, tie that into your elevator pitch. That really helps, and that was one of the key feedback that I got, and I want to rework my elevator pitch with that. So that's what I'll be doing today.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
Today is the 2nd of April, and I just finished working on the elevator pitch and stuff. I feel I have figured out that one key emotion that I'm going to go after in all these things. By Monday, at least end of the day I should have the manuscript critique too. So yeah, I'm feeling a little nervous and excited. I don't know what the feedback will be like. What if it's like, oh, the story is not worth telling? I don't know. Alright, so I'll see you in the next clip. I got my manuscript back from my editor. I have his critique. It's good if you want to know all about my experience about the manuscript critique and all those things. I'll leave the link to the video I did on that, so you can check that out there. So today the Camp NaNoWriMo update is that I just took some time to read through the email and the editor's letter, and just some notes that the editor has left in the manuscript itself. This is the first time I read it, so I know I need to read it a couple of times more to like grasp everything and then plan out things and those kind of stuff. So that's what I did today. Today is Tuesday, 6th of April. It's the next day. I got my manuscript critique yesterday. It's about 4 o'clock in the evening and I haven't done anything today. I had planned to keep this day free of any commitments and everything. I want to take this time and just reflect over all the critique that I've got. There were so many positive things, which is so encouraging and so motivating. It makes me feel like I can do this. Yeah, I'm just taking this day and just trying to slow myself down a little, if that makes sense, because my mind is racing with all the possibilities that I see after getting this critique. And I feel I need to pace myself so that I don't rush into it and give in like 10-12 hours a day sort of things that I used to do earlier. I don't want to do that because it leads to burnout very fast, and then I start hating the process and hating my work, and then I don't enjoy it as much, and I don't want to get into that rut. So I want to intentionally pace myself and slow myself down. So I'll see you tomorrow. It's Wednesday, April 7th, and I have about 15-20 minutes, so I'm planning to read through my manuscript critique one more time.
I don't know what I'd do without you. Make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do.
Today is the 8th of April, and you just saw me reading through my editorial letter and highlighting the points that were made by the editor. And after I did that, I just clubbed the things that were similar in nature and made some notes. So I have all this ready, and I don't have a lot of time today to do anything else on this project, so I won't be going into details right now. But also I want to take in today, the rest of the day, as I go about my work. I want to just think over a few suggestions that were made and how I want to incorporate those.
I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do.
I went through the notes that I had made, the 11 points that I had taken from the manuscript critique letter, and I kind of made a plan here of what I'm going to attack first in the manuscript. So the big portion of rewrites happens in the second part of the story. So that's what I'll do first, and then the next. I just finished my work for the day. I took the day today and went over Save the Cat Beats as well as Romancing the Beats book. I went through both these books. I have few pages that I've bookmarked them so I can refer to those pages. Basically, I took both the books and sort of in my notebook itself, I kind of plotted the beats where both these beats go in the outline of the book as it is right now. So if you don't know, that's the outline of my book. I have that in my notebook as well. So I just went through like which chapters are for which beats and where the romance beats have to be put in. There is going to be a lot of rewrites with the romance arc. So I took the day today to just go over these things. It'll take me a couple of days to like have everything mapped out correctly. I'm also planning on to take out my board again and do this whole activity over there because it makes it easier for me to think through things. So that's what I did today, and I'll update you tomorrow. So today I just finished setting up my revision note-taking system. The feedback that I got from my editor, all the notes that I've made based on that, and other thoughts that I've had while reflecting on the critique that I got, all these notes are scattered in various places. I was facing this problem the last time I was revising as well. There are so many notes that I make. So mostly the notes are there in my Word document itself. I use the comments feature to add comments, but that was getting so overwhelming for me because there would be like close to 300, 400 just notes that I've left myself. So I didn't know which ones to attack first, even though I have a plan that I'll look at the structural changes first and pay attention to the polishing the lines at the end of towards the end of my revision. But when you have so many notes in your document itself, it was getting very easy to get distracted, and I would start fine-tuning the little things before fixing the big issues, and then I would go ahead and then realize the few days that I spent perfecting a small little paragraph I'll be deleting it anyways because of the structural changes that I'm making to my story. And that was getting so demotivating, and it was getting so overwhelming because I had so many notes, and I didn't know how to manage those notes that I was making. I'm sure there are a lot of authors who already use this. I saw Jessica Brody use this method, and that's how I have set up my Notion to use it. I think she uses Trello or some other app to do something similar. I'm using Notion to do that. I'll just insert a clip over here so that you can see exactly what I'm looking at right now. So I have set up my Notion to take notes under some categories. So it's general notes, wherein there are few things that are present in almost the entire manuscript. So I have I'll keep those changes under general. Some notes that are more structural but happens in first act, so I'm putting it under act 1, similarly act 2 and act 3. And then there are a few scenes that will need to be addressed based on the structural changes that I make. So those I am putting under scenes, and then there are few lines that need to be polished and things like that are more minute that I'll tackle at the end. So that I'm putting it as page level. And while I'm entering these things, I'll mention the chapter number and the page number. And the plan is to, once I'm done getting all my notes entered into my Notion, and once I have also, I'm sure I'll be adding a lot more comments this time around based on my editor's critique. The good thing about this setup is that when I'm going to make the structural changes, I can just pull my notes that are there under act 1, act 2 and act 3 and just look at those big points and then make the changes. And then once I'm done with that, then I can focus on the scene level things and then the page level and line level things. So this hopefully will solve the issue that I faced last time around, which is why I feel I rushed through the manuscript. I was getting very overwhelmed, and it was very frustrating also at times, because I would make changes in a paragraph, and then later on I would see a note from myself saying that you need to remove this particular thing, and then I realized that, oh, I spent 2 days trying to fix something that I had to remove. So that was getting very frustrating, and it showed in my third act, and that was the feedback that I got from my editor as well. Another good point about this setup is that I can view all this in a table format, and right now it's set up more like a Kanban board. I can view this in a table format and export it in a CSV format and back them up in case something has to go wrong. Also, I can access it over my web page and everything. So if I'm away from my desk and I'm doing some changes manually, I can look it up on my phone and make those changes as well. So that's what I did today. It took me longer than I expected it to take, but I feel confident that once I go back to do those changes, it'll be easier this time around. And I'll update you tomorrow. Hi, this is Editing Me, and I looked over at the video footage so far, and it's over an hour long footage, and which means I have to do a lot of editing, and it's safe to say that the best thing to do right now is to split this vlog into 2, and I'll post the first half up to 14th or 15th of April now, and the rest in another video once Camp Nano is over. And I hope you enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up if you're liking these kind of vlogs, And if you have a question about self-publishing, don't forget to check out the FAQ playlist that I have, and I'll see you in the next one.